A fresh crisis is looming in the ruling All Progressive Congress APC over nomination of candidates for principal positions of the 10th National Assembly. Some aspirants have rejected the party's consensus candidates for the positions of the Senate President, Deputy Senate President, the Speaker, and the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives. The current Deputy Speaker, Idris Wasi, and Majority Leader, Alassane Adodogua, rejected the consensus arrangement announced by the APC. They said they would not allow the 10th National Assembly to be hijacked and vow to proceed with their separate bids for the speakership position. Wow. This is, Iga.
You know,
it's a big crisis in the hands of the All Progressive Congress.
You know, success also comes with its own problems. And that is what the party is facing now. The choice that have been made from the party point of view, they think that's the best way to go about it. And I tend to agree with the party, because if you don't manage this very well, some untoward things are going to happen. And many people who have had conceived idea of what the party is or what they think the party is will begin to say, Shebi, we told you, this is what is happening. And that is, it has confirmed what they feel. So now, Dogua wants to be there. The party has its own candidate. And today, again, yesterday stroke today, the opposition party have all banded together also. In fact, they've set up an 11-man committee. They have 187 members or so, if I'm not mistaken. Whereas the APC has 170-something. So there is that belief that if the opposition party can be able to have a solid front, they might destabilize the choice of the ruling party. And we may begin to have, or in the other alternative, they may have their own candidates, even in the ruling party, that they may agree with, just as we had during the Tamboa episode in 2015. So the party needs to manage this very well. The party has been trying, but the truth of the matter is that in every climb, you must be interested in who will control the house for you. The president must be interested in who will control the house so that they will be able to be on the same page. Not a rubber stamp National Assembly, but at least there will be some things that they will be able to agree upon. With what we have now, the party needs to quickly meet with all the aspirants. The man that was, the Kalu that was gunning for the speaker, who has been named now for deputy speaker, has already agreed. He has stepped down. He said, okay, party is supreme. Adodogua, I'm surprised that he's still trying to forge on. You know, the last time he was interested, but because the party gave a candidate, he withdrew. But this time around, he thinks that he may not want to back down. So let's see how it plays out, and wish them all the best.
Do you think what Adodogua said, that the members, House members, should be allowed to actually sort out their membership or leadership, that the party should leave them alone, that they don't want external influence, that people should be allowed to contest? Do you think this is the solution to the seeming crisis we have?
Well, you know, the House of Reps members have always preferred to choose their leaders by themselves. They've always preferred that, dating back to 2011. This is what they've always preferred. Now, I'm not surprised that this is happening. It's not Dodogwa alone. I watched Betara's declaration. Every one of them, this is how they are thinking. I listened to the Deputy Speaker of the House of Reps, Idris Wasi. He was saying the same thing, that he has never seen a situation in which they try to they are trying to hijack the National Assembly, the Parliament, in the manner it's being done now. And what Betara succeeded in doing is, he is just one of the numerous contestants, but he got everybody to attend his declaration. And it was at his declaration that they were all now making all these statements and saying, let us stand together. My view is that there is nothing wrong in the party zoning positions, but you don't have to pick people to put in those positions. You can work. There's nothing wrong with zoning. There's nothing wrong with zoning. Zoning is good. Zoning is good. You see, if we do not allow zoning, because zoning is just like federal character principle. Yeah, it's meant to allow everybody to have a taste of power, so that no side, no area will feel marginalized. But it's, in my view, you shouldn't pick those leaders for them. Zone the thing, because the person that you chose may not necessarily be who they like. They may not like the person. And then, if you think that somebody is the best, okay, work hard, reach out to them. Some of them were saying they didn't reach out to them. I know that there have been a lot of meetings, especially on the Senate presidency. Yeah. You can see that the Senate presidency, some of the bad blood that we're already seeing is largely absent in the Senate presidency. People are coming out to say, yes, we back this person. Yes, we back this person. How many people have you seen coming out to say, oh, we back Abbas? No. It means that there is a lot of work left to do by way of appealing to those guys that, look, this person, we think that this person is good. What do you think? You have to hammer out a deal. It's not simply to just go and pick people, put their names and say, you nominated, you have to hammer out the deal with these guys. Otherwise, everything will fall flat. And from what I saw yesterday at Betara's declaration, these guys are ready to confront the party. And it won't be the first time. Yeah. You saw what happened during Mulika's time. You know, even in 2015, the party wanted Baja. But on the floor, of the Senate, what did we see? I mean, or the House of Reps, what did we see? It was Dogara that won, against the wish of the party. We also saw in 2019, people like Wike wanted Honorable Chinda as PDP caucus leader in the House of Reps. The guys said, no, you can't choose our leader for us. We want Elumelu. And especially a lot of those first-timers. You know, those first-timers, they were saying, no way. In this National Assembly, there is a lot of first-timers. Yeah. The rate of attrition in the National Assembly in our country is probably the worst. I mean, it's the worst that I've seen anywhere else. In America, somebody was in the Senate for like 59 years. Yeah. 59 years. You know? So, but in our country, you can see more than 70 people going back to the Senate out of 109.
The senators from the Southeast actually had a press conference yesterday, the day before yesterday, and led by Ifeanyi Uba, and they had their own to say that, look, it is not proper for the APC to zone it to the South-South.
Well, Ifeanyi Uba is not a member of APC, so he can't probably talk for...
I think he was speaking on behalf of Ojikalu.
The party.
They had,
but you see, the truth of the matter is, when you look at what is happening, people may not like it when you say it, but you cannot be working in TVC and go and collect salary in channels. You cannot work something that you didn't contribute substantially to, and you want to have a big chunk of it. People may not be happy with it, but in all fairness, that is what happened. If I contribute 90% to a project, and somebody who contributed 10%, the time comes, you want to give him more than you give somebody who contributed 90%, there will be a problem. So, as much as they have that need to be taken along, they also need to play their own cards very well. They need to go back home and talk to their people. Look, and you don't have to...
But the election is over now.
Well...
What are we going to be telling them?
No, it is going to be... When the election is over, another one has started. If the election is over, why are they talking about wanting the Senate presidency?
No, you said that you go and tell their people.
Yes.
What are they going to tell them now?
They are going to tell them that next time, let us...
Without solve the problem at hand.
It won't solve the problem at hand, but the truth of it is that...
You see the things whole thing. Look at, okay, Northwest
has
produced speaker 4 different times. You are giving Northwest Speaker of House of Reps. Why giving Northwest again Deputy Senate President? There's no way people will not complain. There's no way people will not complain. Honestly.
Well,
out of those 4 positions, 2 going to Northwest, they will complain. They are going to say what is wrong in why did they end up
at the quantum of votes
there are many reasons
perhaps, and
it's going to be interesting.
I don't know.
National Assembly.
It's going to be really...
No, but if you say quantum of votes, Northwest, North Central, gave Asiwaju 4 states. 4 states, not even Southwest did better than that. 4 states.
Well,
and Northwest gave Asiwaju only 2 states, Jigawa and Zamfara. They lost other states.
All right, we have to leave it there.
So they have to sit with them and find a way to iron it out.
Thank you for your contribution.